got started with the Growth Club and the challenges, how we were able to scale through. But let's not take it away from you, bro. I'm going to give it to you and I'm going to allow you give a quick, breakdown in like 1 minute. Then we get started with the conversation. Over to you, brother.
For sure. Thank you, Victor. I was just sitting there after a long week, because usually Fridays is after 10 p.m. on Fridays when we sort of get to rest a little bit. So I was sort of pondering back in terms of the last almost 14 to 15 months that we had with Growth Club. We've had a pretty exciting journey, to say the least. Both myself and Victor, we started Growth Club. We invested a lot of funds in there. We invested financially, we invested emotionally, we invested our time, effort, energy, and everything 14 months ago. And we started building day and night with Growth Club. We are talking, 18 hours a day, and we're talking 20 hours a day. Those are the kind of hours that we invested in this business. And I remember there were three occasions when me and Victor went straight, 48 hours straight without sleeping a single minute because that needed to be done at that time, basically, without going in any details. So we invested that, like we had those kind of hours, those kind of days where we haven't slept at all. But we were so focused into the business that we said we will do whatever it takes. And within like first 9 months, by the way, of us having success in Growth Club. And by the way, one thing unique about Growth Club is that in Growth Club, in the first, I would say from last 14 to 15 months, we never had a losing month. We never had a losing month, which means all our clients have made money right from first month all the way down till today. Like every single month, all our clients have been making money. Having said that, us as co-founders of Growth Club, we've only been investing money for first 9 months. Every single penny that we made from the system in Growth Club for the first 9 months, we reinvested back every single penny and perhaps even more from our pocket for the first 9 months into Growth Club. Now, someone might think, why would we do that when everyone, when our clients are making more than us, when our members are making more than us, when our affiliates are making more than us? Why? It's because we strongly believed, if you want to become successful, you want to build something out of the ordinary, you got to have a vision. And both of us had a vision. We believed that we created something truly magnificent. And we could witness it live, impacting lives of hundreds and hundreds of individuals. And we were making difference. And that for us was a vision. And that is something that gave us motivation, where even though we were not making money, we were putting in 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, no days off, no holidays, and reinvesting every single penny back in the system. It was still worth it. Do you know why? Because we knew that not only will we be making 7 figure a month as a company, not only will we be having tens and millions of funds in asset management. By the way, our goal is 100 million. Like if you actually look at Victor's wallpaper on the screen, his screen will show you 100. He's already visualizing that. So his goal is to have that 100 million dollars under management. That's our long-term goal. And then not just that, but also the fact that we are positively impacting lives of not just thousands, but tens and thousands of individuals. And eventually the goal is to positively impact life of hundreds and thousands of individuals. Now, I also want to give you guys, so these are our realistic long-term goals, but that's not just it. Where are we standing right now? Have we accomplished those goals? Of course not. We're still in the process. We are still working towards those goals. And if you ask me, will we face challenges while accomplishing these goals? Of course we will. Will we have hiccups? Of course we will. Will we make it happen? Without a doubt, we will make it happen. Our long-term goal, one of the long-term goals, like I mentioned, was to have $100,000 asset under management. Currently, we are, I would say, between 1 to 3%. So we have between 1 to 3 million asset under management. Our second long-term goal in Growth Club was to help create 256-figure earners within Growth Club in the first 5 years. Currently in 14 months, almost 15 months now, we are on about 18 potential six-figure earners within Growth Club. The third goal that we had was we want to impact lives of over 100,000 members within our community in the first 5 years. Currently, we are, I'll say, just over 1% of that, just over 1,000 active members. But for us, that might be just 1,000 members. But for those 1,000 individuals, like we have literally changed their life. Not just their life, but lives of their family members and some of their testimonials you might hear later on. So if we can impact 1,000 plus individuals' lives positively in 14 months, you can only imagine what we can do in the next 5 years. And at last but not least, our fourth goal as a growth club was to make over $100,000 a month. Sorry, was to make over $1 million a month as a company. We haven't gotten anywhere near that, of course, because every single penny that we were making, we were reinvesting back in the system. We were reinvesting back in to make sure that our system keeps getting better and better and better. Last few months, we did potentially about, I would say, in 5 figures. And but having said that, this is the first month where officially as Growth Club, we'll cross over $50,000 in earnings. So the reason I give you this information is not because to show off or to impress you, but to impress upon you that if you have a goal, if you have a vision, if you want to get somewhere in life, and if you're willing to work towards it, if you're willing to put the hard work and effort and dedication and commitment in, you can make it happen. If me and Victor can do this after all the obstacles, all the challenges, bear in mind, before we started Growth Club, we were in a company as we were building as network marketers. And by the way, I think me and Victor will be the only co-founders of a network marketing company which will openly come out and tell you we were part of a company, not one, but almost 3-4 times when we build network marketing companies. We built teams of tens and thousands. We brought in hundreds of millions in last 14 months. But individual people lost money because those companies scammed us. So having that kind of experience, especially our last company where Victor sold his car, I put my heart, soul, and energy in that business. And again, owners did us over. They disappeared with our money. And then we came back. We were in a very comfortable position before joining that company. But after joining that company, we got in a situation where we lost everything. Not just the money we made from that company, but also the money that we had prior to that, from whatever we were doing before that. So we lost everything. Having said that, we still didn't give up. And the results are in front of you. So if we can do this, I can assure you guys, you can do this as well. And I promise you, if me and Victor had a system like Growth Club, we would not even a million years think about creating our own company. So the information that you guys are about to see, this is information that could really change your life. It's already changed the life of our 18 individuals who are potential 6-figure earners in Growth Club. The goal is not just to have 18, but over 250 within the first 5 years. And you guys could be one of those individuals. With that being said, I'm going to hand it back to Victor, who will go through the official material of Growth Club, and you really want to pay close attention. Because we might not be able to help you with the other goals, but one thing we can definitely help you with is earn an additional side income outside of whatever you're doing, fully passive, completely hands-free. Back to you, Victor.
Amazing, Cameron. Thank you very much for sharing that real quick. So without wasting so much of our time, let's jump into exactly how Cameron and myself and some other phenomenal individuals that we don't even know yet, right? I've worked tirelessly over 14 months to put together for you. So welcome on board the Growth Club, where we have one simple goal. The goal is helping you as a member achieve a life of luxury, abundance, and true freedom. And I mean freedom in multiple parts of your life. Now, we're going to go through some interesting conversations today, but quickly, what is Growth Club about? Growth Club is a community dedicated to creating consistent cash flow through passive income opportunities and strategies by leveraging different financial tools and opportunity. Now, we offer you an opportunity to grow your money without giving it to anyone with no technical skill or work required. If you understand this simple sentence, you understand every single thing that we do at the Growth Club. So the goal of the Growth Club is to help you grow your money without giving your money to anyone with no technical skill or work required. Now, let's talk a bit about the two phenomenal gentlemen who put this company together. Of course, it's myself right there with over a decade experience in the financial market and also in direct selling, as well as Cameron, we just heard from, who has shared the amazing story that we've had in the last 14, 15 months of building this opportunity called the Growth Club. But before we get into the main details, I'm going to share with you a quick disclaimer, right? Now, understand that all financial opportunities come with risk, and you need to understand that we do not guarantee or promise any financial outcome. Growth Club is not your investment advisor or your financial advisor. You want to talk to people that you believe are capable to advise you before you get involved with the opportunity. Growth Club does not guarantee any returns. As much as we try to ensure that this platform is safe for everybody, you need to understand that every financial opportunity comes with risk. And if you're not comfortable with the risk, please, we highly recommend that you do not proceed with the conversation and do not proceed with the opportunity. You can pause this part and also read the full disclaimer by yourself before getting involved with the opportunities we provide at the Growth Club. Now, let's talk about the very first one, which is called Elevate Wealth. Now, Elevate Wealth was created to solve some major issues that we faced as members of other platforms or as individuals trying to grow our money without having to do anything, trying to earn passive income. Now, one of the issues and one of the bottlenecks that we faced was fraud, right? A lot of us, myself inclusive, Cameron inclusive, I'm sure a lot of us on this call inclusive, have lost money to tons and tons of fraud in the marketplace. Now, this problem has gone ahead to create an extra problem of scarcity. So it means it is so difficult to even find something really credible and reliable in the marketplace today. Now, even if you find these reliable systems, they come with unfriendly clauses and also take control of your funds from you, right? These are the four major problems that we identified, and then we created a solution. And the solution is called Elevate Wealth by Growth Club, which is a comprehensive platform that gives you access to a service that puts you in complete control over your money while generating realistic, significant profits consistently without any skill required. In simple terms, it takes me back to the very first sentence we made. We can help you grow your money without giving it to Growth Club and without you having to do anything. But it's not magic, right? It's simple logic. Now, what's the logic behind the system? It's a system where we don't have access to your funds, but you create an account for yourself with something we call a broker. So if you're new to the world of the financial market, you cannot access the financial market without access to a broker. Now, you can create an account with a broker, fund your own regulated broker account, and simply connect to the Elevate Wealth system, which is fully passive with no work required. And also we have about 15 months of verifiable history from a third-party audit platform, right? So it's simple. You put your funds in the broker account, you link it up to the Growth Club system, you sit back, relax, and profit. Now, we have multiple strategies available with Elevate Wealth. We got started with Elevate Wealth 1.0, and now we've grown to Elevate Wealth 2.0. Now, for the 1.0 focuses on trading Forex pairs, basic currencies. And you can see that through the details on your screen, we've done over 140+% in the last 14 months. Now, you can verify this by clicking the link you see on the screen or visiting your members area. When you create an account with Growth Club, and you can go to the third-party audit platform and check these details out. Now, the maximum risk with Elevate Wealth 1.0 was just 30%. Now, the maximum reward is unlimited. So meaning in the last 1 year or 1 year and 2 months plus, if you had followed the strategy of Elevate Wealth 1.0, your funds would have grown by a whopping 140% in simple profits. If you compound that over time, that's close to over 320% done in 1 year using the effect of compound interest, right? Now, we went ahead and launched the next level of our Elevate Wealth system, which is known as the 2.0, where we only trade cryptocurrency. So we trade just Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? And we launched this strategy just on the 23rd of June this year. In the last 4 to 5 months, this strategy alone has done over 81% in simple profits. Do not forget, every single thing I tell you on this call, you can verify, right? You can verify from the FX book link that is made public for every single person to view. Now, the maximum risk involved in the 2.0 is also 30%. But guess what? Since inception, we've not even gone past a risk of 6%, showing you how incredible the new 2.0 system is. Now, the maximum reward is also unlimited. So it means if you joined us sometime in June, up till date, your profit would have hit over 80% as I speak to you today, which is super phenomenal, right? It doesn't stop there. We have a second benefit where you can now make extra $500 to 25. In fact, to be honest, it's more than $25,000. If you get to the maximum level of our funding, you can see income of up to $45,000 additional passive income every single month through the Growth Club funded program. This program right now is changing a lot of lives. I know families will live on the proceeds of what they make from this program alone, right? Now, you want to stick with me and check out how this opportunity and these benefits can also help you earn incredible passive income every single month. Now, how do you access the funding? You access it through putting money in your own account. So as a part of the club, when you fund your account, the balance you have in your own account will determine the level of funding you can access from the Growth Club's partnership with our brokers, right? Now, there are 6 different stages that you can grow through and get funding. The stage 1 is $5,000 in funding. Now, this will happen after we have placed 20 unique trades in your account. Now, understand that you don't need to do any trading. You automatically copy our trades by linking your account to our system from our members area. Now, when we've done 20 unique trades, you will get to stage 1, where you get $5,000 in funding. Now, the very first stage, you don't make money from that. But 30 days after stage 1, you can potentially get to stage 2, where you can start making money from a whooping $10,000 to $20,000 in funding. So it means anytime we make money with that fund, you get a cut of it. Now, 30 days after stage 2, you would get, 60 days after stage 2, you will get access to stage 3, where you get from $50,000 in funding to $100,000 in funding. So many of our members are currently on stage 3, right? It doesn't stop there. 60 days after stage 3, you can get up to $200,000 in funding, meaning you have $200,000 that you can make money from, even if the fund doesn't belong to you, simply because you're a part of the Growth Club and you have the required amount of money in your account, right? Now, stage 5 gives you access to $500,000 in funding, where you can start making serious income, right? And finally, stage 6, you can get up to $1 million in funding. And trust me, on stage 6, you can see profits and income up to $45,000 every single month in passive income without you having to lift up a finger. Now, note that all deposits of your own funds that you put into your broker account is fully in your control, but you don't have control over the funding because this money belongs to a partner that has started working with the Growth Club for over a year as we speak. Now, how do you get access to different levels of funding? You need to hit the deposit requirement in your own account to qualify for funding on different stages. So, for example, if you have $1,000 to $2,000 in your own trading account, the maximum you can get to is stage 2, which is $10,000 to $20,000 in funding. The people who are currently on that stage makes somewhere from around $200 to about $500 every single month from that level. Now, to get to stage 3, where you can get from $50,000 to $100,000 in funding, you must have $5,000 to $10,000 in your account. Now, the people who are currently on that stage make somewhere from around $3,000 a month to about $6,000 every single month from that funded account. Now, note that this is exclusive of the profit growth on your own money, right? This is not involving the growth of your own deposits in your account. This is separate income, right? Now, to get up to stage 6 as a member of the club, you need to have $50,000 and above to get to up to $1 million in funding. But that's the rule for regular members. If you become a Growth Club affiliate, which is very optional, we would give you an opportunity for you to get access to much more funding with little amount of money in your own trading account. So as an affiliate, if you have $2,000 in your own trading account, you can get up to $50,000 in funding. As an affiliate of the club, if you have up to $4,000 in your trading account, you can get up to $1 million in funding. So the rules for members are different from the rules for our affiliates. The affiliates of the Growth Club are people who are helping the company achieve the goals that we've set. So we have to give them that special preference, right, towards helping them also profit as much as possible from the system. But it doesn't mean members do not benefit from this. But members just have to stick and hit the requirements for the deposit before they can get to the largest amount of funding available. Now, for affiliates, for you to use this opportunity with $4,000 in your own account to get to $1 million in funding, you must personally have 5 members enrolled in the club for you to get access to the affiliate benefit. But guess what, guys? It doesn't stop there. There is way more to this than I just showed you. Now, let's take a look at the live account of a current member who has $100,000 in funding. This is what the funded account looks like, right? Now, this member got started with Growth Club on the 16th of February, 2024, with just 1,000 US dollars in our account. If you look underneath the equity, you can see that this member has $4,181 as at the time of this screenshot. This was done about 2 months ago, right? Now, because this person is an affiliate and has the required amount, this person got $1,000 in funding. Now, when we took this screenshot, this member had already earned some incredible income, right? You can see that in June, this person made $1,390. In July, this same person earned $3,212 in pure passive funded income. In August, this particular member earned $6,135. This month, as I speak to you, this member is up by another $4,000. This member got into Growth Club with $1,000 in February, guys. $1,000, and has grown through the funded stage, has grown through growing our own funds, and has made right now over $13,000 to $14,000 from the funded program alone, excluding profits on our own account, right? Now, you know the great thing about Growth Club? Everything is transparent, right? Every single thing in the club is very, very transparent. Now, you can see that when we made this member about $3,000, if you look to the right-hand side and the circle on the screen, this member made $3,212. That was paid into our MT4 wallet, which is on the broker side of things, right? And this member has full access to that fund. You can also see that this member also got paid $6,000 sometime in September, which was the 1st of September, after she had earned that from the club. And you can see right there, she made a withdrawal of over $9,000 from her account. Like I said, at the Growth Club, transparency is everything. And you can see that every member can also see the trades running in their account. So we don't have any magical system at the Growth Club that is too special or too sacred to show our members. We let our members see just about every single thing that we have going on in there to show you the level of transparency that we wanted to see in other systems that we never found. And then we put it into what we've done in the Growth Club. But guys, it doesn't stop there. There is more to the Growth Club. But before we jump to the third benefit, whenever you make profits on your own funds, you keep a lion's share of that fund. So 65% of all the monies made for you by the Growth Club system goes to you. You only pay the Growth Club a 35% performance fee at the end of the month, right? You only pay the Growth Club 35% of the monies we've generated for you at the end of the month. So you need to withdraw that 35% and send over to the Growth Club. Remember that we don't have access to your account, so we can't take it out. You need to go into your account, make the withdrawal, and then pay the Growth Club through your members area. Now, performance fees are shared with the trading team, making all the magic happen, and also our amazing Growth Club affiliates. Now, it doesn't stop there. On the funded program, every single time we make you money, and guys, the funded program is free money, right? It is literally free money for our members because you're making money from money that you don't have, right? And because of the level of partnership that we have going with our broker partners, you get access to earning from the funded program. Now, 50% of the money paid out to you at the end of the month goes to you, and you need to send 50% of that to Growth Club as a fee at the end of the trading month. Now, this 50% is also shared with the trading team as well as our amazing Growth Club affiliates. But there's a third benefit. I'm going to hand this over to Cameron to break down what this third benefit is so that you see that there's a whole lot for you as a potential member of the Growth Club to partake from. Cameron, if you're there, I'm going to hand it over to you right now to show the community this third amazing opportunity that we've put in place there. Over to you, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Victor, for a phenomenal presentation. For those of you who have been paying big ass attention to Victor's first and second half of the presentation, please let's give Victor a real shout out in the comments. Let's recognize his efforts. Let's recognize his dedication and the passion that he was actually presenting the opportunity with. So please go in the chat box and type 777 to recognize this phenomenal individual who works tirelessly day and night to help you all provide you all this phenomenal opportunity and to smoothen the entire system that we have put together. Thank you so much, guys. So you've heard about the Elevate Wealth. Wow, this is phenomenal. Have a look at the chat, Victor. It's absolutely blowing. That means that you surely have done something truly phenomenal. This is madness. So, guys, so Victor has shared the first half, which was about velocity, which was about Elevate Wealth. Second part, which was about funding program. Let me introduce you to the third part, which is yet to be released. And this is going to be a real game changer. The third benefit of Growth Club is called Velocity, a trading strategy designed to grow your funds while riding the wave of volatility. Velocity is a high income trading opportunity. A trading strategy that's just gonna blow every single one of your minds. A trading strategy that can really be a story of rags to riches, basically. Moving forward on the next slide, we call this strategy velocity, but we also like to call it the gold rush because the strategy focuses on buying and selling gold. And that means the entire trading is actually revolves around gold, basically. Here are some records, because anything we show in Growth Club, first and foremost, we have a track record. We actually prove you with a real life third-party auditing track record. That's the first thing. And the second thing is we always test it for a few months with our own funds. We have to test whatever strategy that we bring on stage, whatever strategy that we present to you. We always like to test that with our own funds. And if we like the results, we see the results and they're making consistent profit, that's when you get to kind of benefit from that as well. If you have a look at the screen, if you can go slightly back now. Perfect. So if you have a look at the results of velocity for the month of September, we did our 362% profit in the month of September. That is ridiculous amount of money. That means if you had, hypothetically speaking, $2,000 in velocity, that $2,000 would have been well over $7,000 to $8,000 in a month. If you had $10,000, it would have been over about $46,000 to $47,000 in a month. But of course, velocity is high risk product, high risk, high reward. So that's why we like to mention in velocity, it's actually creating possibilities, not certainty. So that means that if you have the risk appetite, higher risk appetite, you're going to make higher returns, then you go ahead with velocity and benefit from this phenomenal opportunity. Velocity, because it's a high risk, high reward, and it's very lucrative product, the profit split on velocity is 50-50, and the profit split is done on weekly basis as compared to the funding program or Elevate Wealth. Velocity profit share is weekly. So at the end of the week, whatever profit you make, the 50% of that is deducted automatically through the PAM systems and paid from that. Obviously, 50% that we pay out a certain percentage to our trading team as well as our affiliate team. Now, because velocity is high risk, high reward sort of a product or a service, that's why we have a cap of how much of a maximum amount that you can put in. The whole point of velocity, by the way, is so that this is for individuals, two types of individuals. Number one, individuals that don't have bare minimum that you need to start with Elevate Wealth. The minimum that we recommend to start Elevate Wealth is with $1,000. You can start with $500 as well, but we recommend to start with $1,000 because $500 uses the same risk as $1,000. So that's why we recommend to start with the $1,000. If there is someone that they cannot afford to start with $1,000, then they can come on board in Velocity, which is a high risk, high reward product, and they can use Velocity and actually benefit from that, make profits, and get it to $1,000 and beyond. And then the goal is to transfer funds into Velocity from Velocity, make profits from Velocity, put money in Elevate Wealth, which is a long-term product. But the maximum, we also have a maximum cap, which is $2,000, which means that even if you want to put in, let's say if you have $100,000 in Elevate Wealth and you want to put in 10,000 from there to Velocity, you will not be able to. You can only put a maximum of $2,000 in Velocity. So there's a minimum amount and there's a maximum cap. Because with 2,000, you can potentially flip that to a ridiculous amount of money in about 6 months to a year's time, basically. But very important, it's very important for you to understand, because Velocity is an exclusive product, there's a qualification criteria, so there's going to be a qualification quiz that is required by every single member. You must participate in that qualification quiz. Once you participate in that quiz, and once you pass that quiz, that's only when you'll be able to access this service of Velocity. Now, there's 7 reasons why people choose Elevate Wealth or Growth Club as a whole. Number 1, because if you actually have a look at all 3 of our services that we provide, whether it's Elevate Wealth, whether it's funding program, or if it's Velocity, you do not require any skills or knowledge. You don't need to do anything in the system. All 3 services that we provide are fully automated. Second reason is because in Growth Club, everything is non-custodian, which means that you always have full control of your funds at all times. No lock-in period. This is my favorite. You can opt out of the service at any time without any penalties. Safe and transparent partners with A-book regulated broker. So one of the things that we actually value a lot, being in the financial market for quite a long time, is to partner with brokers with integrity, partners with broker with licenses, partner with broker that have been in the industry for long enough. So our broker partner is XC Traders. By the way, XC is also a sponsor of Manchester City. For those of you who are football fanatics, you would know what Manchester City is. Now, XC has been in the business for over 17 years, and they have multiple global licenses, such as FSA, ISAC, FCA, and FMA, DFSA, and FSA. Like, there's so many licenses that XC has all across the globe. They have 11 offices all over the world, and they literally provide service to almost 90 plus countries in the world. Another important thing in Growth Club is you can set your minimum protection, which means that if you actually look at our Elevate Wealth 1.0, Elevate Wealth 2.0 strategies, both of them have 30% risk limit, basically, which means that you as an end user will be in peace of mind that no matter what, you always have your 70% protection. And you can change that as well, by the way. You can take that 30% to 60%. Let's say if you see our results and you like what you're seeing, you want to make more profits, you got a slight higher risk appetite, looking at our trading strategy, you can reach out to us and we can increase that for you from 30 to 60, which means, of course, you'll be making more money with the potential higher risk as well. Again, very important. Every single company talks their talk, but very few can walk the walk. One of the things that me and Victor decided from get-go in Growth Club, we won't just talk the talk, we will walk the walk. Therefore, we in Growth Club have a third-party verifiable trading history from last 14 plus months. So every single one of you, every single member within Growth Club can log into their back office in the members area, and they'll get access to our trading history of the last 14 months or so. And these are not just a trading history of the past. With that information, you can actually track our daily progress or weekly progress as well. Now, how do you get started? Become a member, verify your ID, create a broker account, deposit funds in your broker account, and get connected with Elevate Wealth 1.0 or 2.0. And once you got yourself connected with the strategy, that's it. Now you just sit back, relax, enjoy the profits, let our traders do the job, and they'll help you get not just help you make profits on your own accounts, but they'll potentially help you get funding which you can leverage from and make a profit percentage from as well. To become a Growth Club member, there is no hefty charges. There is no monthly membership charges. There's only a one-off $100 yearly membership. That's it, $100. And if you want to become an affiliate within Growth Club, you only have to pay a one-off $50, and that's it. You can become a Growth Club affiliate where you can actually benefit not just from your own trading funds, but you can benefit from every single person that you introduce and anyone that they introduce up to 10 levels. You'll be able to benefit from every single one of their trading results. Now, when I say you pay $100 membership fee, Growth Club doesn't keep that whole $100. In fact, 50% of that goes straight as direct referral commission. So whoever you directly refer in the business, you'll get $50. And by the way, you don't get $50 one-off. You get that every single year for every single member that you introduce within Growth Club. And of course, the performance fee that we charge, which is 35% performance fee, up to 65% of that amount is actually paid out in Growth Club compensation plan. So whoever you directly sponsor in the business, that becomes your first level. Now, whatever trading profits that they make in their own trading accounts at the end of the month, you will get 10% of their trading profits coming to you every single month. Passively, completely hands-free for the job that you did once. Whoever they introduce, that becomes your level 2. And you make 4% from every single one of them as well. And whoever they introduce, that becomes level 3. You make 3% from every single one of those individuals as well. You make 2% on level 4, and you make 0.5% from level 5 to level 10 on every single member that signs up in your organization, up until 10 levels, and you make a percentage of their trading profit every single month for bringing them on board just once. And it doesn't just stop there. You also earn 10% of funded account profits as well, coming to you monthly from your direct referrals. That alone is a life-changing income. Moving forward, what's next? It's very simple. You simply go back to the person who's invited you on this call. They will share with you the next steps of how to get started. They'll provide you a link. Use their link to get started with Growth Club. Become a Growth Club member. Get your memberships. Become a Growth Club member. Join our WhatsApp groups. Join our Telegram group. Follow us on all social media platforms. And also create your broker account, fund your broker account, and let our trading system create a life-changing income for you. Make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms at Growth Club Live. And with that being said, that is the end of the second half of this business overview presentation. I'm going to hand it back to Victor. And of course, I'm sure he'll have a few testimonials for us as well, and a few question answers that some of you might have. We'll be going through them as well. Back to you, Victor.
Thank you very much, Cameron, for that amazing breakdown. I mean, I was excited about velocity. Drop some fire emojis on the comment section if you are excited about velocity. Velocity is one thing I can't wait to launch. Interestingly, I was thinking it was just us going to be making money from gold, but Cameron, it looks like it might be way better than that as well. It's something super exciting. I can't wait for this to go live for our members. It's going to be next level, guys. It's going to be very, very next level. The level of opportunities that exist in the financial markets. We believe that every single one of us at the Growth Club must have a major say, major cut of that $7.7 trillion that moves through the world every single day, right? So thank you very much, Cameron, for that amazing presentation. Also, let's give Cameron some 777 on the comment section for also taking our time to share that second half with us. Thank you very much, Cameron. I really appreciate. I'm very blessed to have you as a partner, brother. It's a very, very interesting journey that I have had with you. Shout out to every single person who's celebrating greatness on the comment section. I'm sure greatness is also not far from you, right? So with that being said, let's jump into quick questions. Let's take quick questions. We'll take about five, six, seven. Let's take about 7 of 5 questions, right? And then we will jump into testimonials. If you want to share your story, your growth club story with us, also raise up your hand, right? I'll be more than happy if we share our stories. I don't want to call names today. I want people to just willingly, right, raise up their hands, share their growth club story with the new members. I can see we have a lot of new members in the house today. So let's get them on board, share your stories. If you have questions, we would also love you to ask those questions. We will take them one at a time. Please, the question has to be straight to the point. In about 30 seconds, you should be done with it. We want to take just about 5 to 7 questions and then give others the chance to ask, right? So with that being said, Loretta, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself, and then you can go ahead and ask your questions. Please, 30 seconds straight to the point, and we'll give you answers. Loretta, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Loretta, are you there? Okay.
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, Mr. Victor.
Good evening, madam.
And Mr. Cameron. It's not a big one, but my question is there a possibility of getting recorded of this our video maybe within in less than 1 week so that we can use it for our marketing?
Okay, so you mean this Zoom call?
Yes, we didn't get last week on, and we have done another one
I said
today.
at the beginning of the call, madam. So you can always share the one we have on YouTube. That encompasses every single thing we discussed here as well. But don't worry, this Zoom would be given out before the end of tomorrow. For tomorrow, this Zoom call will be shared on all the platforms, and then you can access it and also share with your members. I hope that works, ma.
Thank you so much, sir.
Perfect. And then, Loretta, do you want to also share your story with us? Maybe later on, because I know that you also recently qualified for a stage of our funding. But let's take questions first. Then, if you want to share that, we will then call you afterwards. Okay, Hassan, you can unmute yourself, and then let's take your question real quick.
Hi guys, how you doing? You all right? My name's Hassan. I'm from Birmingham. So I trade manually. So how long have you backtested the system for?
How long have we run the system? Is that what you said?
How long have you backtested the system?
Sorry, you muted yourself again, Hassan.
I think his question is, Victor, I think I got his question. His question was, how long have you backtested your system for? So, Hassan, if you're ready yourself, you know there's a lot of strategies out there in the market, which if you backtest them, they'll show you some phenomenal results.
Sure.
Like even our strategy. Like I've seen strategies where you backtest them and they're making you like 5,000% in.
I think we saw one recently, Cameron.
Yeah, and I'll be happy to share one of them with you guys. So like 5,000% back testing. But when you ask them about the real results in your own MT4 account, there is nothing. So we can go and test our back test our strategy for like last 10 years, and you'll be making ridiculous amount of profits. But that doesn't mean anything. What it means is how much you've actually made with that strategy. And we don't even talk about back testing. We talk about real results. So Growth Club has been running from last, I would say about 50. This is the 15th month now. We have the full 15 months trading history. So you can actually, and this is not back-tested history. This is real history on real MT4 that you can get access to, by the way, with the FX book links and everything else. And you can monitor our progress of our last 15 months. And you'll be able to see that every single month we closed with consistent profit, basically. We did over 170%, by the way, in last 14 months. I hope that answers your question, bro.
Yeah.
If you're from Birmingham, that's even better because I'm based in Birmingham as well. So if you'd like to meet in person, that's possible as well.
Okay, so before we go into more questions on for people raising up their hands, there's some on the comment section that I want to really, answer. Felix is saying, how does Growth Club get money to fund the trader program? Well,
Yeah.
Felix, it's our partner brokers that give the funding, and they are major, major deep pockets, so they can afford to allow our members get access to funding. And by the way, if you go to them regularly, you have to go through a lot of bottlenecks to get access to the funding and also make money from it. With the Growth Club, we've just made it very stupid simple, right? So that everybody can make money from it passively. Out there, it's not a passive system. So if you can go to Axie and try yourself, and you see the level of bottlenecks you go through to even get maybe $5,000 in funding, right? It's very, very difficult, right? But with Growth Club, it's just a walk in the park for you to do that, right? I hope that gives you answer, Felix. Someone says, can you share the YouTube link? Go to YouTube and just search for Growth Club Live. Or one thing we'll tell the tech team to do is put the link on the back office. I think we'll go ahead and do that as well, to put the link on the back office. Someone says, can you comment on the reset trades? Well, we don't comment on trades. We just allow the trades run for the whole month. And at the end of the month, you do your P&L, right? It's called the profit or loss, right? There's really nothing to comment about the trades. It's just normal trading, right? You trade, you make profit or you make a loss.
Probably, yeah, I
Right.
think probably they want to know, like, this month, what's our progress been so far
About
for this month?
5.44% this month in
Yeah,
profit. Am I
yeah,
correct?
just over 5% already for the month right now as we speak.
Yeah,
And by the way, all this information that we are giving you, like Victor mentioned, is actually, if you are a member, just log into the members area, you'll get the FX book links. If you're not the member and someone else has introduced you, asked you to come here, then that means they're definitely a member of Growth Club. And ask them to send you the FX book links where you can monitor our monthly progress, weekly progress,
let's
daily.
keep on the call. I think I want to also share that camera. Let's even go in there and share it,
Yeah,
right?
good idea.
I will take more questions. I'll just go on and pull up the details for the month, right?
Perfect, Asin. I'm glad that we have spoken before. So yeah, if you have any more questions, bro, just give me a shout anytime.
Okay, let's take more questions.
Using the pool.
Can we?
Okay, Wow Trader, Victor, we got a question from Wow Trader. Are you doing the trading or you using a bot?
Okay, Cameron, you want to answer that?
Yeah, sure. So we have two different strategies and we have two different trading teams. Alleyway 12 1.0 is fully bot trading. We have a trading team that monitors that system. With that strategy in particular, our traders are not allowed to place any trades, but they can close a trade and they can manage a trade. Whereas Alleyway Wealth 2.0 is actually a real trading team that does all the trading on that system, basically. So these two different strategies, two different teams, two different setups. I hope that answers your question of our trader. To lose an empty full, what happens to our funded accounts? Will there any dedicated? Vamsi is asking, what if you lose in empty? No, so basically, Vamsi, if you lose from the funded accounts or from your accounts, you are not liable for any losses in the funded account. That's like you can only make profits from the funded account. You cannot lose from the funded account. So that's like a bonus. You can never lose from the funded account. Thank you, Ahmed. I think Ahmed has shared the link of YouTube channel, guys. So you guys can,
Thank you very much.
yeah, that's helpful.
Okay, so
Can
I
you,
think we should ask, I think we have one hand up there. By the way, this is the FX book link. For the month, you can see we're up by, let me zoom into this, 5.44% right there. If you go to the top, you can see right there for the last couple of months, we're up by 81% in absolute profit. So if you join us in June, right, you'll be up by 81% right now. You can see all the months that we made money. You can also see the amount of drawdown that we have right there, right? So you can see 6.54% drawdown. That's what we have on that account as a maximum drawdown. So if you're trading and you see 6.54, you know that's an incredible system. And then the first system we had, you can also view that through the members area, right? So if you want to just follow up on what we're doing, This is the 2.0. The 1.0 is also available on the members area. You can also view that, right? Let's take another question. Let's go to those who have their hands up. Omar, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, sir. Thanks for the call. My question is, I'm a new guy and I'm still at a loss as to how you link the various accounts. You have a club account, and in that you say there is Elevate Wealth 1 and Elevate Wealth 2. And then that is, I don't know whether that is with AXI or, and then when you go to Velocity, you're talking about, is it another brokerage? I mean, is it possible for you guys to come up with a diagram explaining the link between the different accounts?
Okay, good question. So, when you create the Growth Club account, if you look at your screen right there, this is what the Growth Club looks like. You can see for different opportunities, there are different spaces in Growth Club that will direct you on how to use it, right? So this is for the funding, right? So you use Access for the funding. For Velocity, there is no instruction yet because it still says coming soon. When Velocity launches, we'll give you the instructions as regards Velocity on the page, right? You can see Get Funding is clearly stated, so you create your account. What we do here is so simple that just about anybody that follows the instruction can easily use it, right? We also have tutorials to tell you what exactly you need to do to access different opportunities. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, up to a point, yeah.
If you're new, with time, you'll get used to the system, but just follow the instructions on your members area and you will never be lost with the Growth Club.
Okay. All right then. Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome.
And by the way, do you know regarding Elevate Wealth 1.0 and 2.0, you don't have to choose any of that. You simply create Growth Club account and then click on Get Funding and click on Create Account over here on step 1 that you see here. All you have to do in Growth Club is complete the step 1, which is once you click on Create Account, it'll take you direct to the broker page. You create your broker account and fund your broker account. And then once you fund it, you have to just click on step 2. On step 2, just add empty phone number, empty phone password, and server number over here. And that's it. You're all done. Once you've done this part here, you're all done. You do not have to do anything else after this, except at the end of the month, whatever profit that's made, you just have to pay the performance fee. And it will show you at the bottom here how much is the performance fee that you need to send out. And then you can pay by clicking on Pay Now. That's it. It's very simple.
Also, one more thing I want to add to that I've seen many people make a mistake is many people forget to put funds in their Access Select account, right?
Yes.
So guys, when you create an account, right? Let me see if I can show a real account, but let me see if I can do that. Do I have any accounts here? Okay, so let me just give a quick illustration. When you open an account with Axie, you have a Pro account and an Axie Select account. What you want to fund is your Axie Select account. If you fund the Pro account, you don't get access to funding. That's why on the tutorial, it says input Axie Select MT4 login details. Also, if you're lost, you can watch the tutorial. The tutorial tells you exactly how to find Axie Select, right? So guys, let's always watch the tutorial and it will point out exactly what you need to do so that you don't make a mistake. We've seen a lot of members putting the wrong trading details on their back end, and then they come and say, oh, I'm not making any profits. And we're like, but we just made 5% in the last 2 weeks. Where have you been? But the problem is many people put the wrong details, and if you put the wrong details in there, there is no way we can actually help you rectify it. So ensure that you also teach your members to ensure that they put in the Axie Select account details and also fund the Axie Select account on the back office of Axie, right? It's written there as Axie Select. You can't miss it. If you're lost, simply watch the tutorials and you'll be found, right? I hope that also helps out.
So we also have another question here saying, do we have access to the choice of closing any trades ourselves? That's a very good question, and I'm actually glad you asked this question. One thing we highly suggest, in fact, this is not just a suggestion, this is part of one of the rules and terms and conditions, I would say, within Growth Club, is the funds that you deposit in the account that we are trading, you are not supposed to trade on that account. If you trade on that account and you have any losses, let's assume that we are trading on your account, we made 10% profit. You decided, okay, you know what? Trading is easy. I can do this because it's happened with us. A few individuals have tried this. So you might end up losing 15% yourself. But we will still charge you the performance fee on the profit that we made you. And if you don't pay that performance fee, you will not be allowed to continue. So that's why if you want to trade yourself, find a different account, trade on that account. Do not open or close any positions on the account that our trading system is trading on. That should be solely for Growth Club. So I hope that answers your question. So in short, the answer to your question is no. You cannot place any trades or you cannot close any trades on the account that you give us to trade for. Please, what is the minimum amount for me to start? Clement is asking. So minimum amount with Elevate Wealth is $500, but we suggest that if you want to start with at least a minimum of 1,000. Ideally 2,000, but minimum of 1,000. And with Velocity, you'll be able to start with just $200 as bare minimum. Gabriel is asking. Yeah, go on, Victor. You had something to say?
Okay, so I wanted to ask Emmanuel. I think we're reading a lot of questions on the comment section. So let's just take one person real quick. We have Emmanuel Luke. Please unmute yourself and ask your question while we scan through the comment section for more questions.
Yeah, good evening, leader.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My question is, if one register for the package as a referrer with $150 and he's yet to fund his account and refer someone and the person fund and start to trade, can he be earning? Can he earn a referral bonus even when you are not started trading, but you have paid your referral money?
Yes, if you have an account and you own a membership, it doesn't matter whether you have money in your account or not. You make commissions. So far, the person you've invited started trading and makes a profit, you make a profit. Now, one of the good things about that is what we do is for our members or our affiliates who cannot raise that minimum requirement to get trading themselves. This is also a way you can make money for yourself and then use the money to then fund your own account. We have people who have done that in the past. In fact, we have people who just bought membership, made money from their community after they've made a profit, and then use the profits from their share of the commissions to then fund their trading account, right? So it's very, very possible. You don't need to have money in your own trading account for you to make money from somebody that you've invited. So far they make a profit, you make a profit. That's
okay.
how.
Guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Go on, bro.
Okay, you have more question? Please go ahead. Look quickly.
Yes, sir. So I'm new into Forex. All this while I've been to crypto trading. I'm a crypto trading expert, but I'm not really entitled to Forex. It's one of my friends introduced me who are into crypto together. So I want to know how secure is the funding money. So me, I'm used to losing money in crypto, but you say Forex that if you're asking a genuine broker, you cannot lose your capital thereabouts. So I want to know how real it is and how secure is the funding.
Okay, so quickly, I think I get a question. So when you come on board the platform, there's a level of risk involved in trading, right? And that's why at the beginning, we stated the level of risk involved. So if you're coming on board the system and you're funding your account, you're taking a 30% maximum risk. But it doesn't mean that you will lose 30% because in the last 14, 15 months, nobody has actually lost 30% using any of the systems that we have running, right? So if you're coming on board Growth Club, you need to know that you are taking a 30% maximum risk, even if in the last 15 months, we've never hit that, right? Now, about losing money on the funded program, like Cameron said earlier on, the funded program is at zero risk to all members, but only profit. So you can't lose from the funded program. The funded program is only beneficial to members. The downside is at zero cost to any of our members. So you don't have to worry about anything as regards the funded program. I hope that gives you some level of answer. Okay, Abdullahi, please ask your question real quick, and then we'll go to...
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I'm actually a new person. I came in through Loretta. Okay. I registered without any issues. However, when I opened the accounts, my accounts were approved almost immediately, both the Growth Club account and, of course, the funded account. And from what I saw, I was told that it could take some time before these approvals are given. I just got it. Nobody asked for my verification documents and all that. Is that okay? Is that normal?
Okay, so, sir, if I get you correctly, did you open your Axie account?
Yeah, I have. That's what I'm talking about. It was approved almost immediately.
Yeah, so approvals on Axie, and you didn't submit any documentation?
Nothing. That's my worry.
So if you try to withdraw, they ask for verification. I can assure you of that.
Now, even if you try to deposit, for example, now Axie will, once you create an account with Axie, they send you MT4 login details straight away. Of course they will. But in order for you to actually use their service, because they have to send you MT4 login details in order for you to log into their portal to submit your identification. So once you log in, the MT4 login details that they're providing you have to log in that client portal. And when you click on add funds at the bottom, at the bottom you'll see it'll ask you to verify your ID. Below where it'll ask you what's the amount that you want to deposit, it'll ask you to verify your ID. So you click there, click on verify your ID, and that's where you submit your ID. If you submit a clean, like a proper picture, if it's a passport, then probably within like 5-10 minutes, your account ID will be verified. If it's some other document, that's a proof of ID, and if it's actually the picture's been taken properly, like you've taken the picture of the whole ID, both back and front, then it should be done within like 24 hours. Your ID should be verified. And then you can
also, one more thing I also want to say is, I think, sir, a quick question. How did you say you funded your account?
I've not funded yet. I'm yet to fund.
Yeah,
that was my worry. I said, is it normal for me to go ahead and fund without this verification? That's my issue.
They won't let you fund until you verify your ID. So you must verify and fund.
You can fund up to $5,000 with card payments only, and with bank transfers only. Because with card payments and bank transfers, you can, without even verification, by the way, with Axie. But that's because the money can only be withdrawn to the same card and the same bank. So but anything more than that, you have to be verified. But even if you're to deposit $1 with crypto, then you have to be verified. So that's why if you want to, depending upon your payment method as well, but it's still better to verify it, because like Victor said, once you start making profits, for you to withdraw profits, you have to verify your account anyways. So why not do it straight away once you're funding the account?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Let's take Samuel Lewis real quick. Then
I think we have 4 more hands up. Should we quickly go through those hands up and then we?
Yeah, that's why I asked Samuel Lewis real quick to just ask this question.
Hey guys, good day, good presentation. Most of the questions that I have already been asked and answered. Just one simple one. Why did you guys choose AXI? How did you come to that decision to choose AXI?
Okay.
Of all the brokers that are out there.
Good question. Well, they are licensed, they are regulated. Cameron has known AXI for about 7 years. Am I correct?
Yeah, I've been using AXI for over 7 years. And for us, what's very important alongside licenses and everything else is the trading conditions for our members, because trading conditions and spreads needs to be trading conditions needs to be smooth, and the spreads needs to be bare minimum. And Axie has provided us all that. So it made more sense for us to kind of go ahead with Axie. And now the funded program coming in, that's just a game changer. So it was an easy choice.
Okay, good. Next, Ricky Suriname, real quick. You want to ask a question? Ricky, real quick, you want to ask a question? Okay, we don't have Ricky up there. Gabriel, can you unmute yourself real quick? Gabriel, are you there? Okay, because we want to take this real quick, guys.
All right. Hello.
Hello, Gabriel.
Yeah, good evening. How are you? Thank you for the presentation. Nice one. Yeah, the question I quickly want to ask is that while you were presenting, did I hear you mentioning the fact that the stage one funding will not earn profit sharing at the end of the month?
Yes, I said that 100%. $5,000 funding doesn't make you any money. You start making money from 10,000. That's why if you look at the deposit requirements page, it says levels $1,000 to $2,000, you get 10,000 to 20,000. The $5,000 level stage, all the money goes to the funded company. They make all the money. Everything goes to them. Then from when you progress on each stage, you start making bigger chunks of money. So what you make on level 2 is not what you make on level 5, right? The more you progress, the bigger the funds get. I hope that gives you some level of clarity, Gabriel.
All right, thank you very much.
Perfect. Okay, so let's take one last person, Keme Zuofa. You can unmute yourself real quick before we then take familiar faces in the house.
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Okay. My question is, the AXI actually, is it the same one that is regulated by FCA in the UK, or is it
The
a
same one.
subset of that? Is it the same?
The same one, yes. The same one.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes, same one. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, so keep hope alive. Patricia, you want to say something to us real quick?
Yes, in regards to the gentleman who was saying that his account verify right away, what I realized based on the amount you choose for income, if you have 500,000, 700,000, you have to send the verification in instant. But a small amount, it verified.
Yeah, true. That's also true. So it depends on what you answer as your income brackets.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, true. But everybody's still
And then again,
of the day.
Again, as you mentioned, you wouldn't be able to withdraw until you verify.
Yeah.
Get that, through the gate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patricia.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so real quick, let's take some testimonials so that we can wrap up, right?
Yes.
If you have
Maybe 3 testimonials, bro.
What did you say?
Maybe like 2 or 3 testimonials
Yeah,
real quick.
So if you have a testimonial, just raise up your hand real quick. I know Mr. Michael is one. I hope that's the same Michael that I know. Mr. Michael. Oh, please, can you raise up your hand again, Mr. Michael, please, real quick. Mr. Michael, can you just raise up your hand real quick? One more time. I mistakenly took you down. While we do that, thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Victor.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Michael.
My name is Michael. I'm speaking from South Africa. Thank you so much for this amazing presentation. I must rate it a 5-star. And thank you, Mr. Cameron. Mine is not a testimonial, but a question. My hand has been up for quite a while before you started talking about it. I hope I can continue with the question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Just a quick one. Mr. Cameron mentioned earlier on that that there are no losses from the funded account. It's profit all the way. But then from your main capital, let's say $1,000 from the Axia account, is there a possibility or is there a situation where you make losses and then your $1,000 drops by a cent? That's just a question.
Very possible. Very possible. We don't. So let me show you something, right? Real quick to give you some insights there. So, for example, last week we didn't close the week with a profit. Look at this. Last week we closed with 0.35 loss, right? We don't make profits every single day. There are going to be days where you don't make profit. There are going to be days where you don't close, in a profit. There are going to be weeks where you don't close in a profit. But what I can tell you is that we've never gone a month without a profit, right? In the last 15 months, right? We might have a losing week, but we've never had a losing month. And what we do is we charge based off the month. So it's a monthly thing, not a daily thing. So if you see, even if we lost 0.35% last week, right? Look at this, we're still up by 5.44% for the month, right? We're still in profit. Yeah. So you can't have a losing trade, but with Growth Club, we will not have a losing month. Anytime we have a losing month, there's always next month to also make a profit again, right? And also, like I said earlier on, the maximum risk you'll be taking is a 30%. And if you're taking a 30% risk and we're only going into a loss of minus 0.35, which is last week, then, and that's just about $9 this account, because this is a $2,000 account, just $9, right? But this account is up by $137. Do you understand? So, and also up by over $1,262 from June. You can see from June 20 from 24th of June.
No, from 5th of June.
No, we were not. We created the account on the 5th. The first trade was on the 20. The first one was on the 18th. Am I correct? Yeah, it was on the 18th, 17th, 18th.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't. It was like somewhere around 12th of June. That's when that first trade happened on this account. Yeah. So, I hope that answers your question, Mr. Michael.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'm a man of faith, audacity.
Perfect.
I know that I will all profit all the way, and because of my sake,
yeah, well, we just
profit.
say this just to give some level of clarity so that we don't overpromise things. Like I said, at the Growth Club, are very, very. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide at the Growth Club. Everything is open.
And clarity is super. It's top notch. Thank you very much, Mr. Cameron and Mr. Victor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay. Come on, guys. I can see a lot of people on this call. Don't you guys want to share your story with us? Should I call names? I can see a couple of $100,000 funded members on this call, and their hands are not up. Should I call their names, Cameron, or should I just leave them alone?
Just call their names, bro. Just call their names.
Okay.
It's two individuals.
If you're making a lot of money from Growth Club, you should be proud to share your story. Right? So I'm going to call one. I can see one. Okay, this person would be getting 100,000 in, I think, the next 5-6 days. If I'm correct. So, Mr. Awokola, are you there? Unmute yourself real quick. I can also see Bami Bitsiko. Bami got $100,000 about 10 days ago, if I'm correct. Also unmute yourself. Who do we have in the house as well? I'm still scrolling through. I can see Madam Clement from the US. She's also very close to $100,000 as well. Okay, Mr. Awokola, go first.
Thank you, Mr. Victor. I'm sorry. My Saturday evenings, I'm always in very noisy places, but I just
fine. You're enjoying life. It's fine. We understand.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, fantastic. So, good evening, everybody. It's a privilege to be called upon once again, just to say my bit about Growth Club. Personally, for me, my Growth Club story, unfortunately, is a bit of a story of regrets. Regrets not because Growth Club is not wonderful or fantastic. Regrets because I waited. I waited for so long before taking the plunge. Assuming I'd taken the plunge long ago, I should be maybe 200K funded or 500K funded by now. What I just want to tell everybody is this: please do not hesitate. This is the real deal. I got to meet Mr. Victor, I think about 2 years ago. Had a couple of deals that went south.
Yeah, right.
No fault of his. Yeah. And when he started talking about Growth Club, I felt hesitant. One thing about Mr. Victor is that he does not lead from the back; he leads from the front. So when we lost money, we all lost money together. And now that we are making money, we're all making money together. That's one good thing about him. So I hesitated, and that hesitation costed me a bit. Anyway, it's all good that ends good. In the next few days, I'll be 100K funded. I joined Growth Club with $600 that I borrowed. $100 for my membership fee back then, $50, $500 to fund my account. I've paid back that money, made it over and over. Right now, I have over about $2,200 in my account, and I know that that account's about to blow up when I get my 100K. So thank you, guys. Please and please and please, if you need to borrow, see, this is for real. Well, I mean, I don't know. I might not be at liberty to tell you that, maybe I'm just talking from my own my own experience. But if you need to, whatever you need to do to take this plunge, please do not hesitate. I can very much assure you, you will not regret it. Thank you. Let me pause there. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Mr. Awokola, for that. I'm super excited about your own story in particular. I know when you got started. So congratulations on your $100,000. I know it's in about at less than 10 days, I believe. You'll be on the 100,000. I'm so proud of you, sir. I know how you started very small and you're all the way up there today. Okay, Madam Clement, please go ahead, madam. You can unmute yourself and ask, and share your story with us. Madam Clement, are you there? You need to unmute yourself real quick.
We do have another Zoom at 7:30, guys. So
okay. So let's take Patricia. You want to say something real quick? Patricia has also risen up her hand.
yes,
One of our media guys from the US. So Patricia, please go
Yes,
ahead.
please. Thank you. Rick there's a question Rick asked me and he has his hand up. In regards to the Growth Club back office, after we connect, is it supposed to be red or green? Because I never pay attention, I just see red, and he's asking, is it supposed to be green?
So far,
like what he's showing there?
So far, this says connected, whether red or green. If it shows connected, you're connected. If it shows disconnected, it means you're disconnected, right?
Okay,
so
good. Thank you. That's what we want, clarification. Thanks.
Okay.
All right, because he's saying that on the in the Zoom it shows green, and then when I look, I was showing red. Okay, so as long as it says connect, that's all we want to see.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
I'm sure it's probably like an IT glitch. We'll fix that, but it should be green. But it's mostly connected. When it shows connected, you're good, right? Okay, real quick. Mr. Bami Bitiko, one of our $100,000 members, can you please share your story real quick with us, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Victor. Let me just say very quickly. Actually, as I shared my growth club story with friends, that is something I always say that when they ask me that, do I know these people? I say, well, no, I don't know them, but I know that they've actually expressed a serious level of trust. And my testimony would actually not make sense to many people who have actually not who have not lost a lot of money in this space, in the past. Especially to all kinds of prop firms and traders who comes in different names and in different forms and different shapes. I knew when Growth Club started. Mr. Victor told us then, but of course, I was being skeptical about all that was going on around that time. They said, no, I'm going to wait and just watch, from the outside and see what is going on. So I was like the same thing that the other speaker said, that I waited for so long, but of course I thank God that I joined at a very good time, and I can say that it's just been amazing. I mean, making almost $2,000 a month as profit. Even though as honest as Mr. Victor says that you can lose your money, you can get this percentage, you can be, but it has never been anything short of what is expected. Now I'm $100,000 funded. Man, a lot of money to be made, and I'm not stopping there. I know that he's mentoring me well, and I'm following well. So thank you very much, Cameron and Mr. Victor, for the great job that you guys are doing. You are really touching lives and changing the financial situations of many like myself. And I'm a witness to this. This is 3 months, going on profits, back to back. Amazing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bami, for sharing that. I can't wait to see you on 200,000 by December. You should close the year with $200,000 in funding. I strongly believe, right? So let's not stop. Let's keep going. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Okay, so guys, we want to just give a quick shout out to a couple of phenomenal individuals in the house, people who work tirelessly to make this company out there, people who, spend time to share the opportunity. I'm talking about most of our affiliates. I'm going to give a shout out to a few of them that I see on the call. I see the likes of Madam Loretta, who also has invited someone that just spoke. I can see we have Dr. Steve on the call. Shout out to Patricia as well, going out there. Big Mike, Solomon King, that amazing team doing brilliant stuff out there. I think Solomon King's team, you guys were one of the newest teams, and boom, you came in and took it by the horn. And right now, I think a couple of your folks are funded. I can't wait to see a lot of people get $100,000 in that team as well. Shout out to you as well, FX Charles as well, out there building the system. Shout out to Ahmed Abbasi as well. I know he's out there building as well. Great stuff that we're all doing together. Let's ensure that we keep sharing the opportunity. Let's ensure that we keep inviting folks. Now, a quick announcement. On Wednesday and on Monday, we're going to be having back office training. Same Zoom link. So you want to come on board that call. We're going to announce from the groups. Come on board the call. We're going to share details about our back office. And again, that was the last update I was going to share. I just remembered. Thank God I didn't forget. Very soon, guys, on your homepage, you might not need to go into your MC4 anymore to check your trades. On your homepage on Growthclub, all the details of your account, once you've connected it to your account, will be displayed inside your Growthclub back office. That's a new feature that we just got going, right? By next week, Saturday, I will be able to give you a display view of how that looks like. And maybe before the end of the month, that update should be up and running. So you'll be able to see your account. You can see your own FX book. So imagine seeing your account like this, right? Imagine seeing the statistics of your own personal account on your Growthclub back office for you to monitor how your own performance is. Because the way this works is your experience will be different from every other person's experience, because we're joining at different times of of the month, right? So very soon on your back office, you'll see something like this that gives you a breakdown of what you're making every single month, currency pairs, just like an FX book, and also your life balance. You can also see your floating profit, your floating loss, just to make it a bit more, interactive. So that's coming very soon at the end of the month, and the back office will be looking very, very interesting. Also, if you're in Nigeria, we're going to be having a physical event starting from next month. We're going to announce that I'm going to do a city tour, right? So I'm going to be going around, and then we'll go to the UK, and then we'll do around other countries, just do city tours around, and start putting some physical feel to what we do at the Growthclub. So we might be coming to a city close to you very soon. So you want to ensure that you have folks ready to go, so that when we come around, you can use our presence to maximize the opportunity of what we have going at the Growthclub. I cannot wait for that new feature to go live on the back office, so that you don't even need to check your MT4s anymore. You can just see everything happening on your MT4 in a simple, broken down method on your Growthclub back office. Also, very, very soon we'll be launching the Growthclub app on Google Play Store and Apple iOS. So you might not have to go on the web app to use the system anymore. That's going to come up also very soon. There's a lot of work going on to improve what we have going on at the Growthclub. With that being said, guys, I hope we've had an amazing night, right? And I hope that we would keep progressing, we'll keep sharing, and be a very nice person. The world is hard now. It's difficult for a lot of people. You can show this to them, get them started. The goal is to impact as many people as possible, as many people that are willing, right, to be impacted by what we have at the club, right? So please share the opportunity, invite people to calls. On Monday, we'll have the back office training by 8 p.m. UK time. Also, we'll have it on Wednesday, 8 p.m. UK time as well. And then on Saturday, we'll have our regular general presentation calls. With that being said, have a great night, everybody. Have a great weekend, right? And it's a new week next tomorrow. Let's go out there and let's make things happen. We're going to share this recording as well with everybody on all platforms. So if you're not on the WhatsApp group, you can just come in here right? Click this icon to join the group. You can click this icon to follow us on Instagram, and also click this icon to go on the Telegram page. They're also going to add the YouTube icon here, so you can also go to the YouTube page and watch all that we have going on. With that being said, everybody have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday evening for the back office training. Have a great night, everyone, and bye for now.